What is this?
My favorite part was like making other people enjoy being on duty. Obviously the the uniform thing
8
made
minutes long
people
is a long
upset.
time.
However, I think it just pushes people to realize their character's not them and try to split that up so they can kind of enjoy themselves
This
more
ain't
like
good, is it?
that.
I already seen the comments.
But it needs to stop. I think it's the first step. First ever non-Mantis chat shit post. It was always about, it was the first step in many, try to tighten things up a little bit. And make people
Yo,
pop a
Attack,
little
appreciate the 4 months. What up?
you know, let them be empowered. What do we do here? But I was always very frustrated with how how light people are, and the fear of being shot or escalating.
Swizz heart Swizz FLWR.
What did he say?
And if we're escalating, should be the other way around. The fear of being shot or escalating should be the other way around.
Yo, Lady Libra, appreciate the 14.
And if criminals are, if they're afraid, if cops are afraid of doing traffic stops because they're gonna get shot every time, then I feel like that's just gunplay over roleplay. That's shit RP. So I don't think cops should be scared of doing that. Also turning every single having zero variation in the crime, not something you can change. It kind of, yes and no, but having pulling someone over for a traffic stop turning into 2 or 3 interference cars, garbage. There's no tiers. It's just all the same. No matter what you do, it's all the same. I don't understand it. I don't know why people are so afraid to go to jail for a second or RP with the cops in the jail cell or get a fucking ticket. It's cringe. And I'm unhinged, and I don't care if I'm saying this. But people who do that, garbage. Sure, if they have like weed, like 10 boxes of weed on them, clearly they should shoot. But at the same time, they should try to also RP it out, and not be afraid that the cop's gonna like be a piece of shit about it, and pull like a Wrangler, right? Then I think you punish the individual, not everybody else. So,
What up, Chloe?
and I was getting really sick. I was getting really sick of it. I was watching some stuff the other day. I was getting really frustrated. Owen could probably tell you that too the other day, because I started popping off a little bit because I've been getting really frustrated with how it is.
What up, Morgan?
And it's just,
Swizz wave.
Yo, what up, Halo? Appreciate the year, brother.
we RP. I don't know how much I feel like RPing now.
Does he say anything else, or is it all? Is it just mostly like clickbait?
Standards for being a cop have slipped too. Yeah, they have.
He wasn't also happy with how cops been doing it. Listen, the reason why I'm not saying anything is not because I'm trying to like mock him. It's because I actually respect Mantis's opinion. I genuinely feel like a lot of the stuff he's saying, it is right. But it's only right to a certain degree. I feel like Mantis maybe doesn't I feel like my only argument to him is like the issue with a lot of the stuff he's saying is he says like, okay, imagine you get caught with 10 boxes, right? And I mean, what he literally said is, if you get caught with 10 boxes, instead of shooting, try roleplay your way out of it. The issue is no cop is roleplaying catching 10 boxes. You're getting fucked. They're gonna push the max on you. Like, listen, an ideal world of what he's saying is completely right. Like, he is completely right in everything that he's saying. Like, it is cringe. It is annoying. I couldn't imagine actually being a cop that wants to roleplay and have fun, and then you try to do a traffic stop, and the next minute you have 4 interference cars slamming you as soon as you take off. Like, of course that shit's annoying. I get it. I don't disagree. But at the same time, on the flip side, when I've seen multiple crims try to roleplay at traffic stops, and then as soon as you try roleplay at a traffic stop, they always take the extra mile. You know, you fully go with what they're trying to ask, and then they ask you if you've got a gun, and you say no, and then they go, well, can I frisk you? And you say no, and then it's GG. Like, everything he's saying is, to a certain degree, is true. He isn't wrong.
I'm not, trust me, I know that. And I didn't like the idea of, thank you for the tier 1 term of waiting until 4.0 to make changes, because my fear was always that if we don't start making changes now, the attitude and the culture will roll over into 4.0.
I mean, I don't agree with that.
Right? And I never wanted that. So it was better to start changing things.
Staff and admins are like
now,
fucking on your dick when your server wipe happens.
I mean, 3.0 was a whole different story. I think we had a pretty good start to 3.0. But start of 3.0 cop RP was fire. The reason it was so fire is because there was stakes and there was fear. Being a criminal and having zero fear against the cops because you have so much money, and jail times are, you know, just 20 minutes of a cooldown where you can relax and talk to your chat, are not going to give you any type of stakes or fear, right? You're not going to feel like it's just going to feel like an instance. Like you're doing your 37 alpha instance, or you're doing your S+ boost instance, right? If there's no fear and you're just setting up a plan to like either kill the cops or whatever, and not like being fearful or scared or having that, because then it gives you, while you're doing it, more RP. Like you have to play your character during the thing instead of, you know what I mean? Like instead of just driving the car and being on the radio being like, okay, I'm taking a left on this. You know, a lot of people, I mean, I do it too sometimes, but let's be honest, when people are in the PvP events, they kind of drop their character. You know what I mean? Overall, cops, criminals, everybody. But if you instill the fear, right, then you have to play your character. So that inherent fear against like the cops, or the cops having actually trying, so the cops putting some effort in, gives you the ability, or the kind of inherent like subconscious ability to just role play your character, because you're afraid, right? Your character's afraid, like, oh shit, you know, like if you for instance, I was when the Sanguine War, when you heard like the people from the guild playing their characters, even like the Dans, they'd be like, oh, I'm taking heavy fire here, oh my god, I mean, you know, they were screaming, they were yelling about like, there's missiles everywhere, oh my god, you know, And then Owen on what's his name was going nuts. And then you heard like on the radio people being like, okay, I'm gonna peek this way. I'm peeking this way. Okay, they're taking a shot here. Oh, he's coming over on the left, on the left, on the left. Peek. Okay, you're gonna shoot him in the body because if you can't hit him in the head, you're gonna peek.
That is a completely unfair comparison. Comparing someone's troll characters. Listen, I challenged Mantis to play Crim for a week. But I don't disagree with anything that he says. Like, in an ideal world, Crims should definitely fear police more than they do. But comparing the Dans to a serious criminal, in my opinion, isn't fair. But I mean, yeah, listen, the truth is, like, a lot of what Mantis says is true. A lot of what he says is like, it's right, but it's right on both sides. Listen, I get it. I get his POV, bro. Everybody's at a point of frustration at the minute because you're like, the standards have dropped incredibly because no one gives a fuck about the server anymore. Because right now it's at a point of, I mean, you're on because it's the only thing to do right now, right? So like everything is just let go. But I don't know. I think the attitude of saying that waiting until 4.0 to fix everything, I mean, I think that's just inherently how things have always worked, right? It has worked. I mean, he even said himself that like the beginning of 3.0 was the best cop roleplay. And that's because the people that fucked around found out. It would almost be unfair to remove people right now from both sides that are not role-playing super serious when like 90% of the server don't roleplay seriously. But again, like, this all, like, I get where this comes from, right? This all like stems from like seeing things and hearing things and things happening to you that just amount to like annoyance and like built up anger, because like this shit does get frustrating, right? But at the same time, like on the flip side, it's the same thing for Crims, right? The anger that he's feeling is the same anger that Crims feel about cops, right? So I get it. I'd be a hypocrite to call him out and say that he's talking shit, because he's not. Everything that he's saying is his fair points. Some of them I don't agree with fully, but most of it, he's right. The truth be told is that you know, if a cop goes into a traffic stop, you should be sat there with your fucking dick squeezed between your legs, fucking scared shitless. But it's not. It's not like that. I mean, I wouldn't call it bias. I mean, there is a form of biasness, but I don't think he's speaking out of turn, right? Like, if I think of Mantis, I think of like Mantis is like the guy that speaks on behalf of cops, right? But I mean, here's the thing: is like Mantis saying stuff like that, people are gonna like, bro. I mean, just look, right? People are gonna fucking obliterate him in comments, bro. But like, I don't know. I just don't agree. Like, bro can't even say something on his stream without getting fucking literally attacked. That's the issue, bro. Is like everyone's so scared and afraid to say something, bro, because you know for a fact it's gonna end up on fucking on a you know for a fact that it's gonna end up somewhere where you're getting pulled apart. I'm sure like majority of people don't give a fuck, but at the same time, bro, it's fucking annoying. It's like, oh yeah, if I speak this time, it's gonna be here. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is, right? People are hella quick with it, yeah. Yeah. It been like that, bro. It never used to be like that. It never used to be like that. I feel like the community as a whole, like in terms of viewership, has just turned into a bunch of pussies, bro. Like, everyone just gets butthurt about the smallest of things. Turk was on Reddit with a yeah, exactly. People don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah. I mean, that's where I'm different, right? I don't give a fuck. Don't put me on Reddit, put me on YouTube. I'll just strike the fuck out of them. They'll get bored of it eventually. It gives me something to do. I'm talking like a geek. Sure they'll get bored? I mean, they'll never get bored. They thrive off of this stuff, right? It's going to be even worse when 4.0 comes out and someone does something that's not up to roleplay standards. Oh my god, brother. There's going to be headhunters. Watch, somebody doesn't do roleplay that somebody likes, bro. It's going to be all over Reddit in a matter of seconds. Yeah. Trust me, bro. You don't go along with someone's dialogue, bro. It's GG. It's on Reddit within seconds, bro. That's the way it always works. I'm talking woods like the clowns. First person to shoot's getting flames. Yeah, bro. I might just do it to fucking piss people off. I'm joking. I'm joking. Hydra monotone Andes. Listen, bro. People can attack Hydra all they want, bro. But apart from like CG, bro, and like one other group, Hydra's had the most arcs in the city, bro. It provided some of the best RP for cops, bro. So people can suck my dick. People say Hydra can't take L's, bro. We have taken more L's than anybody else on the server, bro. As a group. Literally taking the most L's than anybody else, bro. We gave up our whole fucking gang compound for 6 months for roleplay. I don't know who they watched. Yeah. Bro, we could have easily fucking cried OC about the meth lab that we lost. And probably got it back, bro. Because let's be honest, the Phantom didn't head pop, we weren't losing that lab. So Arnie get called a monotone shooter, doesn't RP venom, bro. Yeah, people just throw shit at the wall, hope it sticks. Like seriously, it's cringe. But I mean, listen, at the same time, like, I would love a little bit more fear from, I mean, I personally would like to roleplay Miguel, like, with a lot more fear of cops. Like, not carrying a gun. Oh, shit. But I mean, I personally would love to RP more fear. Like, that type of shit, you know?